Hello, so I'm back and I just wanted to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind the past couple of days. And I think in general, just felt the urge to kind of share my thoughts on this, but I'm really glad that I stopped being good. Which, might sound a little strange or even weird. Like, what do you mean you stop being good? What, are you not a good person? What, are you doing bad things? And no, it's like, at the end of the day, good is just a word, right? It's a phrase. It's whatever. I am good. I'm a good person. I do good, right? These are just things that we say. And for me, what I thought was good or being good was essentially like neglecting myself and putting everybody before me. What I thought was good was curating and creating a specific persona or mask for everybody that I came into contact with so that I would be the perfect version of myself for them. What I thought was being good was being, basically like manipulative and finding ways to keep this narrative and this idea around who I was or who I am as good, that like everybody has to think of me as a good person. Everybody has to see that I'm good, I'm great, I'm nice, I'm a good person, right? Being good meant for me like really people pleasing and being super stretched out thin, not listening to myself, not doing what I wanted to do, not putting myself first, like I mentioned before, not prioritizing myself, having absolutely no idea of how to truly care for myself or properly stand up for myself. And let me tell you, that's not to say that I didn't have arguments, I didn't have fights. It's not to say that me personally, I was never that sort of person that was afraid of confrontation. But at the same time, it's like I more so struggled with like purposeful confrontation, mature confrontation, fighting and having arguments and stuff like that, not because I wanted to be avoidant, because the idea of not being good, being a burden, stressing people out, or not being reliable, not being honest, not being all that stuff really made me really fucking stressed. It gave me so much anxiety that I would just avoid talking about when I was doing poorly, talking about any sort of emotional thing that I was going through, just being honest with people. Like, to me, being good meant lying about things if it still kept up this idea that I was good to others. Like it was just such an unhealthy thing, period, that I did all in the name of goodness, right? Like, I told myself everything I'm doing right now is going to maintain this identity that I am good. I am good. I'm a good person. I listen. I'm easy. I'm not a burden. I'm not unworthy. I'm not useless. I'm not unlovable. I'm not ugly or stupid or this or that and the third. You know what I mean? Keeping up this very highly curated persona and mask of being good was actually like my biggest downfall of my entire life. Being good nearly killed me. And I don't know how, but one day I woke up and I decided, instead of being good, I just want to be me. And every single day since that, since that time, I have just decided that I wanted to be me. And that meant undoing every little bit and piece of this life that I created around the idea that I was good and I had to be good. That I had to be perfect, that I had to be invincible, that I had to be this idea for every single person in my life so I wouldn't create problems or issues. But while doing that, all I did in my life was create problems, issues. Like, God, my life was so problematic, so dramatic, so difficult. I suffered the most I ever did trying to be good, than just being myself. And I don't know, every day I'm grateful that I'm willing to be, I don't even want to say bad. It's like, I'm just willing to be me. I'm willing to say no. I'm willing to speak up and be honest with my feelings or my thoughts or my, opinions or anything under the sun, and not worry that my relationships are going to fall and break apart, because they already did. And if they hadn't in the past, I wouldn't have been able to find new relationships, healthier relationships, better friendships, better, to make better choices, to be an actual better person, to be the person that I thought I was, that I had delusionally convinced myself I was by pathologically wanting to be good, and I don't know, I'm just grateful for it every single day. I'm grateful that I gave myself a choice every single day. I'm grateful that I can say no. And even if people are disappointed in me, I sit strongly in that no. I sit strongly in my choice. And I also know that I can feel confident and willing to accept whatever consequences happen from my choices, because I'm willing to be responsible for all of those things. I'm willing to be responsible for my emotions. I'm willing to be responsible for my behavior, my words, my this or that, my actions, my everything under the sun. I'm willing to be me, and knowing what that takes and knowing what that means. This little girl always loves to join in. Hi, Mama. I'm willing to be me. I'm not willing to be good anymore. I'm just not. I'm not willing to be good anymore. I'm not willing to be nice. I'm not willing to wear a mask anymore. I'm not willing. And it's the best thing I ever did in my fucking life.